we're back
with another one. We're gonna do another pitch meeting reaction. Venom, Let There Be Carnage. We checked it out last week.
Yes.
I couldn't wait to see this movie, so we're gonna react to this pitch meeting and do a little movie review afterwards. Here we go.
To tell you what we think.
So, you have a Venom sequel for me?
Yes, sir, I do. And this is the second movie in a series where the protagonist has powers, so you know what that means.
He's gonna lose his powers for a little bit?
He's gonna lose his powers for a little bit.
Oh boy, that never gets old. Wait, that hasn't gotten old, has it?
Oh, absolutely not, sir. I
think about
guarantee it. Although, keep in mind, I have no idea, and there's no way I can guarantee that.
Works for me, so guide me through the story here.
So we're gonna meet this crazy serial killer guy, Cletus Kasady, right?
Right, Woody Harrelson in a terrible wig. We introduced him in the last movie.
Yeah, but people seem to be distracted by that wig, so I figure we swap it out for another wig that's, you know, just as distracting.
I love it.
And so this guy, he's really into Eddie Brock.
Why?
Because.
Does he know about Venom?
He doesn't.
Okay.
So Cletus wants to make this deal with Eddie where he'll give him the exclusive story of his life if he agrees to publish this message for his girlfriend Shriek.
Right.
And Eddie's career is really in the dumps, so he really needs this to restore it.
Wait, if this guy's life story is such a big deal and he wants to get something published, shouldn't he go with a journalist whose career isn't in the dumps?
Yeah, but the thing about Eddie Brock is that he's the main character of the movie.
That's a good point. Yeah, you should go with him.
But so then after publishing his message, Eddie and Venom also pieced together where he hid these other bodies, and so they published that, and Cletus gets pissed.
Wasn't he gonna tell him his whole life story anyway?
Yes.
All right.
And so eventually Cletus manages to bite Eddie, and that's how he gets the Carnage symbiote in him.
Oh, managing to bite people is tight.
It sure is, sir. So meanwhile, during the movie, Eddie and Venom keep fighting about becoming like a crime-fighting duo, right?
Oh, they're gonna go out and fight crime?
I didn't say that. I said they'd argue about it.
Oh.
Yeah, I figure instead of doing the thing that would be super cool to watch, we can watch them bicker about doing it or not doing it. And also like eating chicken and chocolate. And also Eddie's ex-fiance is engaged again, so they're gonna argue about that.
Lots of arguing.
A lot of arguing. This is
Yeah.
basically a romantic comedy.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
So anyway, eventually all that arguing leads to them spending some time apart and Eddie not having the Venom powers, which as I mentioned might still be an interesting thing to do in a sequel.
Sure, sure.
And so then at the same time, Cletus is about to be executed and he realizes he has this Carnage symbiote inside him.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so he just goes crazy, right? He escapes from prison and along the way he kills a bunch of guards, he tears them apart, he rips their spines out and blood spurts.
PG-13.
He throws some guards off screen onto the wall. That probably hurts.
There it is.
So now that he's out of prison, he wants to go reunite with the love of his life, this lady Frances, aka Shriek.
And what's her deal?
Oh, well, she has these sonic screaming powers.
How'd you get those?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, I won't.
And when she was
Yeah,
younger,
no
this
way,
cop
like, how
Patrick
she got
Mulligan
that.
shot her in the eye.
Oh.
Yeah, so obviously that led to her having, you know, a little scar and a lightly colored contact lens.
That is what happens when people get shot in the eye.
But the thing about her powers is that loud noises actually hurt symbiotes, so her screams actually hurt Carnage.
Oh, wow. So Cletus is in love with someone whose powers could destroy him. That is very compelling, very interesting situation.
Yeah, I thought the same thing, but then I was like, let's not.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, let's just kind of leave it as a Chekhov's gun kind of thing for the end of the movie. I want to keep this at a tight 90.
Yeah, sure, okay.
So anyway,
It was a very
Carnage
tight
hacks
90.
the internet and finds out where she's being kept from some secret government files.
Oh, that plot point feels like it was written in 1996.
Thank you. So then he goes and breaks her free of where she's being held too.
Wow, so what are they gonna do now?
Oh, they have a very evil plan, sir. They want to get married and get revenge on 3 people they don't like. Yeah, see, Shriek wants revenge on the guy that made her wear the contact lens, and then Cletus wants
It was a
revenge on
wedding.
Eddie for
It was a
publishing an
wedding.
article after he specifically asked him to publish an article.
Right.
And Carnage, he wants revenge on Venom for,
Yeah,
I don't know, being his dad.
What are you talking about?
Look, I just want Venom and Carnage to fight, okay?
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. No, I don't really need a good reason.
Great, because I don't have one.
That's fine.
And so then we're gonna go to this cathedral and we're gonna have this big third act fight like you've never seen before.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Wait, have you seen any big budget blockbusters in the past couple years?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, then no, you have seen this before.
Oh.
Yeah, big CGI fight between protagonist and bad guy with similar powers.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, yeah, sure.
And at a certain point, the bad guys have can, and they're like, hey, Eddie, we're gonna kill her in front of you.
Oh, she gets killed right in front of Eddie?
You'd think so, because of the words they said, but no, they immediately climb to the top of the cathedral out of his sight.
Oh, interesting strategy.
And then Shriek ends up falling from the top of the building, and her scream makes the symbiotes disconnect from their hosts.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so Eddie and Cletus also fall, but Venom manages to reconnect with Eddie before he hits the ground.
Oh, wow.
So now Carnage wants to go rebond with Cletus, and Venom has to stop him.
Is that gonna be hard to do?
Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he just eats him up. He's all weak now. Yum, yum, yum.
Very
Yum, yum, yum.
delicious.
So then they're about to kill Cletus, and he's like, hey, nobody asked, but I was abused, and also I wanted to be your friend.
What?
I don't know, I figured I should take a shot at making the villain sympathetic. I realized at this point in the script that I forgot to kind of develop the character.
Oh, whoops.
Whoopsie. So anyway, then Venom bites his head off.
Oh, my God.
But right before he does, we're allowed one F word in a PG-13 movie, right?
Well, you know, that depends. What F
One
word are
F
you
word.
talking about?
The F word?
Which one?
Like F-bomb?
Oh. Fa-bomb?
Nope.
He
Okay,
looks
I'm just gonna
lost.
do it. Anyway, so that's about it. What do you think?
Well, it sounds like a movie, you know?
It is, yeah, that's
Sounds
what
like
it
a
is.
movie.
I'm just a little worried, you know, the market's so saturated with superhero movies. I feel like there's nothing setting us apart, you know, like why should people talk about this?
Well, what if we tack on a post-credit scene where we, shove Venom into the MCU?
Yeah, that'll do it.
That'll do it.
Everybody right.
Oh man.
He's so right.
He's so right about this whole movie.
This whole movie.
Everything he said was spot on. You know, I was really looking forward to this movie.
Me too.
I was thinking Andy Serkis, he was directing this film. I enjoyed the first one, but I was hoping they would take it further from the first one. You know, build on it, build on that world, build on that character, and maybe throw a bigger budget at it, throw a better story at it. You know, I felt like the first one I was hoping was kind of like a setup to something bigger, to something better. For the sequel to be like, boom, in your face, Carnage, boom. And especially after the first one where they teased Carnage at the end, I was like, this has the potential to be amazing.
Yeah.
Right? So the problem with me going into this movie is I had very high expectations. And I was not that impressed.
Right.
How did you feel?
The same as you, because I really liked the first one. I thought it was like, I don't know, even though it's like, Venom, but I feel like the interaction between Venom and what is his name?
Eddie Brock
was incredible. Like, really good. I really wanted to see this movie too, and I feel the same way. It's like, well, for me, it was like really like a chick flick. It was a lot of like fighting, love story, wedding. Just the story wasn't strong enough to be a Marvel movie and a superhero movie and all this stuff that is supposed to have. So I think they kind of did not did what they're supposed to do. No.
Okay. It's interesting that you mentioned that about the whole Marvel movie, because this one is made by Sony. It's not actually made by the MCU. It's not made by Disney. Right? Even though Venom is a Marvel character, the rights are owned by Sony. And you can tell, like, watching this movie, I could tell this was not an MCU movie. From the special effects were okay.
No, they were good.
But the story, the script, even the length of the film, and just everything about it did not feel like an MCU movie. I mean, something is missing there.
Yeah.
It's missing that MCU touch.
Well, I think the next one, he's going to be part of the MCU now, clearly, because of the end.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I did enjoy the interaction, still between Venom and why I keep forgetting his name. Eddie Brock. I really love that. Like, they're funny. Like, Actually, I feel like this movie was like a comedy.
Yeah, it had a lot of comedic moments. Don't get me wrong. I did not hate this movie.
No, me too.
I enjoyed this movie. I'm being a little tough on this movie because I had high expectations. If I had low expectations, I probably would have enjoyed it a little bit more.
Right.
But there was a lot of moments where I was laughing. I was enjoying it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that one scene where they're having this argument in the apartment, and it's almost like a breakup between Venom and Eddie Brock. And Venom's like, leave the house. And Eddie Brock is like, this is my house. I live here. And then like Venom's throwing his stuff out the window. Like, let's say, when couples get into an argument.
My favorite part was when he walks into the store and the Chinese, the lady at the store, she was like, we don't have the chocolate. He's like, can we eat her? Like, he just wants to eat brains.
He's so moody. He's like when somebody's hungry and they're moody. You know what I'm saying?
He's so needy.
I think we all get a little moody when we're hungry, right? Just a little bit. And Venom's a little moody. He's like a big toddler.
And then he's in love, with the ex.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
So yeah, there's a lot of things. I feel like Woody Harrelson, he's a great actor, but his character could have been developed a little bit more. That connection with the love of his life that he marries in the movie, that is kind of like a chick flick, that could have been developed a little bit more. I felt like it was rushed. It felt a little short. And it felt, in terms of the story, it felt a bit rushed.
Yeah, they could have probably put a little, maybe like 15, 20 minutes more to the movie, and it would have felt like, okay, I learned more about this character and, the story. But like you said, I didn't hate it. I still liked it. Like, I think it's just we were so excited about it, and we had high expectations, so.
But I'm really looking forward to seeing Marvel, the MCU, bring on this Venom. And see what they do with it, with the MCU touch.
Scared of them.
That might be really interesting, and I'm looking forward to what we see in the future.
For some reason, I love Spider-Man, and then I also like Venom. Like, I don't see him as a villain,
right?
But clearly, he's gonna be a villain.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know how. He's gonna
go after Spider-Man.
I don't know how that's gonna.
Well, you remember in the last Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man left off like a criminal because Mysterio set him up.
Right.
So Spider-Man is like a wanted man.
Right.
And in the post-credit scenes, Venom sees him on the TV, and they have Spider-Man as a criminal.
Got it.
So Venom is seeing this, and he right away thinks, okay, this guy's Spider-Man. He's a bad guy. Let's eat the bad guy. So it kind of makes sense.
Got it.
Anyway, guys, so thanks for watching. Let us know, did you watch Venom? Let us know what you think. Leave us comments. And subscribe to the channel if you like these videos. See you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Peace out.